Today's tale sees us playing something slightly different. Today we're going to be playing as Romania in Hearts of Iron 4. So I had a bit of a look at the tech tree that they can get, and I kind of want to go with my own little faction here. I thought about joining the communists, I thought about joining the fascists, and I think it would be much more fun if we try doing our own little thing down in the Balkans here. It might not go so well for us, but we will definitely try our best. So, we are playing Veteran on Iron Man mode, so things could go slightly pear-shaped for us, but we're going to get basic machine tools here for the product efficiency. We're going to get some construction speed going. And lastly, we are going to get some research speeds, since research is in the gutter for us. Next up, we're going to want to build probably quite a bit of our infrastructure here. How many do we have? We've got 13. We will try, let's see what we've got. We'll probably build you up first. You are all done. So we'll probably go with any 50s in the middle. There's a 50 in the middle. Then you. And then, I think we'll concentrate on the middle-ish here. That is probably... That's everything, right? But there's no way we're going to get all this built before we have to start plopping out more. But for now, that's how we will go. We get 5. We get 7. Okay, that's not too shabby with 7 factories there. So what we're going to want to do is probably get our weapons going. That would be the first step. Tanks. Really? Do I need tanks? I don't think I need tanks. I mean, so the focus tree, we can get Bulgaria, and I think we can get into over here in Hungary. Do I want tanks for that? Hungary tanks would be fine since most of it's plains. Maybe we'll keep the tanks for now. Not hurting anyone, I guess. Weapons are going to be our main focus, though. Oof. Do we really? What? We have 4 submarines. Well, you guys can just search and destroy over here. That is a thing. As for everything else, we probably don't want you doing anything else. Do I want to be building submarines? Yeah, so what? They're not real. They're going to use some oil, but you know what? We don't really care too much. And for our focus, we are going to go with Balkans dominance. That is what we want. And then we'll probably go into something like puppeting Bulgaria here. We do need to get a lot more manpower, though, for that. I could go for a royal dictatorship as well, which would give us a boost to our political power here, which is a little stunted through being veteran. We'll probably pick, let's have a look. I probably won't get to use that straight away. I think we'll go for, do I really want that? And then we can revise the constitution, or we could fortify the place. I kind of want to get as fast as I can into this section, so we're going to go for Balkans dominance so that I can get the national defense industry going. And that can then get us into reforms, and now into some infrastructure and some civilian buildings, which we would desperately need. And that should be us. So we will probably hop along here. What have we got? We've got 17,000 people. That is not huge. Ooh, King's Mistress. Purchase a villa. Wow, what do you want? Supplement budget or political power? Jesus. These are pretty rough, actually. Scandal is spreading. Government's purchased the building. and allow her. The king took the money out of an advance of his allowance. Jesus. We'll probably take this one here, I think. Is that going to wreck us a bit for our goods? My god, consumer factories 20%. What is that doing to our goods here? 8. My god, 12. That is devastating. Absolutely devastating, but I don't think I want to take the hit to my political power just yet. I would like to be able to do a few things with my political power. Specifically, I want to probably change my export status here. Maybe we can get some limited conscription. Would be good. We're going to need to probably ramp up in this area pretty quick to be able to get what we want out of the tech tree. For now, we're just going to zoom on into time. We do need a couple of things to get completed here before we can really get cracking. What have we kind of got here? We have... Probably want to dump my cavalry at some point because they're not great. But, man, we are severely lacking in the weapons department. My god. 14,000 guns short. That is crazy. They are just out there working it, and they cannot work it at all. What is in one of these brigades? They're pretty light on the cavalry. That's not too bad. What is in this division here? Man, that is a big old division. 18. And in the tank division, okay. We're going to pause here for a sec. Tank division's not too big. We could probably keep that for now. The tanks, I might actually dump the tanks. So we do want to get some more military buildings going. That should get us going on the road to having our weapons at least in line. Need to get a lot more manpower into our divisions though. What are we looking at here? So we at least need to double our manpower. Okay, so that will require us to get a conscription, limited conscription going to be able to do that. We're going to be short a lot of guns though. A lot of guns. I'll definitely end up dumping the cav. They're not the greatest. War-wise, what are we going to be looking at in the future? Well, probably a ginormous Germany here. I don't have AI focus on, so things will get interesting with that. All sorts of random stuff could be happening. Ooh, we no longer get... okay. That is fine. Hopefully we get some of our factories back. Yep, cool. We can justify our war goals pretty quick. How are we doing on factories? Okay, we got some factories back. Thank you for not consuming all my damn factories, you king of craziness, you. He's out to get us. He's out to screw our country. But we do have the light bulb. Well, it's not really a light bulb. It's more of a vacuum tube, I guess. Electronic machine engineering. Thank you. I would definitely like that. That means we can now move into our mechanical computing. So I want to get all of those out of the way because we do have a huge deficit here to fix up through the fact that we're on veteran. Next up, we're probably going to want to train... I would kind of like some mountain men, but I think what I might do is I just need to get infantry on the ground. So we're probably just going to train out some of these guys. There's no way it's going to get done, but I just want it in the queue to be training. Yep, so that's going to get out there. And just so that we can plonk down some men on the ground. And what do we got here? So we do need a lot of stuff. So we will get 2 more factories through that, which will turn into guns. We're going to dump the tank here, actually. Because I feel like... you know what, we'll keep some tanks. I suppose we've got the infantry here. We don't really have... we do have vehicles. We'll put that in the queue, even though it's probably not going to get done. And what do we got for? We got some interwar fighters. We've got some other stuff, but none of it's really... Oh, did I just... we finished our little sub there. I don't really want subs. Might keep at it though, maybe. Maybe we'll just keep at it. We'll just indefinitely make submarines. It's going to use up some of our oil, but we're not really... I mean, if you're not using it and you're not exporting it, it's not hurting anyone, right? So Mr. Sub, you can just stay here for now. We'll probably... Do you boys just want to... Alright, we've got some nationalized defense. But wait a second, because I would like for you boys to just probably hop back in here. Maybe. Yep, cool. Let's get... So we've got our defense going. Probably get into reforms here, so that we can get some of our consumer goods down. Give us a few factories back. We can't align anything yet. We cannot do much of this, so we'll probably just keep trying to push our actual infrastructure as hard as we can to make sure that we are ready for the coming war, because things will get pretty brutal to us if we are not ready for it. We don't really have the troops. That's fine. I think I'm just going to leave these in here. We're going to merge these two fleets. I'll leave them in there now for now till we actually need them. Because at the moment, it's kind of a waste just having them dribbling around in the sea. Ooh, and we got basic machinery, especially if I don't know what I'm up against. I would rather know what I'm going to be fighting against first before I do that. We're going to concentrate our industry here. I could... Not really expecting to get bombed too heavily. I say that, but suddenly 1,000 bombers. So we will be unaligned, which could mean we're up against all sorts of weird stuff. Probably Germany. I don't know what Russia is going to do to us. Russia might decide it wants a bit of Romania. In fact, it probably will. It's probably going to want that little bit of land there, isn't it? Alright. King throws a lavish... Oh, you damn man. Consumer factories or 3%. I think I'm going to have to keep taking the hits to my consumer goods here in the hope that I get some political favor, because I want to get things like I definitely want to get my export goods going to get the research time down. I definitely need to get my limited conscription going to get more men on the ground. Italy has taken Ethiopia. Good day to you, Ethiopia. You are gone from the map. Well, you're still there. You're just technically now Italy. So that's a little unfortunate for you, but you know what? Not much can be done about that. I don't think anybody can survive Ethiopia. We are short a lot of weaponry. Everybody's sort of got knives and sticks, and they're just trying to poke each other. What I might do, I really want to get some army experience to modify these groups. If I train now, so I only need manpower. I don't need to be able to poke people, right? So I could technically train and use up some guns here. So what we might do is we're going to form you guys into an army. 31. We don't need 31. We're going to dump the horses, I think. You, and you. Just pause for a sec. Let us pause, because apparently everybody wants to do something. At Hungarians! They want to do the Rome. So they are going to hang out with Italy, Austria, and Hungary. Okay. That's not great for me. We have managed to get reforms in, which means we are now going to have a little bit more on the goods section. Next up's going to be infrastructure, get some train tracks down, which will then push us into... I'm not quite sure what the foreign motor companies will do for me. So I'm probably going to just go for civilian factories. I want to see what it does, actually. I might go for the foreign motor company. First off, we'll get this, because we need that. Next up, we will get... what are we? 1936. I can't get any of these. How bad are we looking back here? We're okay. Kind of okay here. We've got our trucks already. I want some field hospitals at some point. I might get radios, although I don't need it. A lot of the stuff I'm not really going to need for a while. I could look at... We will probably... Whoa, settle there. We're going to get superior firepower. That's definitely going to be the doctrine we go. How do I want to run this? Do I want to run a tank-centric army? Might be interesting to run a tank-centric army. What kind of population do we have? Where is it? We've got 18 million on our core population. It's quite a big amount. Tanks. That is a bad looking tank, that one. The old T-39. I don't quite like that. Is there any... No real... Man, these are some ugly looking tanks. Ugly looking tanks, that's for sure. Maybe we'll get our field hospital now. Or actually, let's get support weapons. Holy hell, let's get support weapons. That will do us. And apparently there's some leadership purges in the Russian lands. That is pretty much to be expected. Let us travel on in time. Ooh, we're auto-saving a little here. So we have no orders. That's right, come on. Spanish Civil War! What will this mean to Spain? It probably means that they are going to be nationalist Spain. That is normally what happens. And while I remember, I need to get rid of you boys. Hello? There we go. Helps if I hold shift, right? Helps if I hold shift. So we're going to disband these guys. Get the manpower back. Get the weapons back. So that will help with that a little. I don't like the cavalry for some reason. They seem a bit useless to me normally. We're going to go along in time. You need to have a general here. We'll probably pick up supply consumption. Ooh, I quite like you. Although, what have you got? What do you have? Field Marshal versus the Hill Fighter here. Actually, let's take you. Oh my god. Ion? Why'd you have to get a name like that, Ion? Okay, so you have too many. So we need 4 off you. Well, for starters. That's 1. You can go. And then, what else? We need 3 off you. So we'll take... I think we'll take the 2... We'll take the weird companies here. You guys can come off. So we'll unassign you boys. Yep, I am definitely sure. And that should be fine. So now we have a little bit of an army, which we might form up on our borders here a little if we can. So we'll get some border action going. Oh, the old games, which the Germans cleaned up on. Absolutely. And due to a little bit of weird lag there, we drew a crazy ass border. So we've got a border here. We've got a border here. We got a border here. Russians, I don't know if they're going to attack us so much. We just want to check Czechoslovakia. You're probably going to be dead before you turn into anything, so you'll probably turn into Germany. So let's get a few of you guys quickly stuck out here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get you boys over here. Apparently 22 divisions. I don't know how that's 22, but it is. Stick probably you bunch on there, and how about you boys get on here? That looks alright. We're forming up a little bit of defense all around us, just in case someone decides to flip out a little and attack us. So we're into August and things are heating up. I do need for my weapons to come through. I need more factories, really. More factories. And this guy is screwing me over, the old king. He is absolutely shafting us with this crazy damn 45%. Can we get rid of that? Please. We will get 1 more factory soon. Man, I need that king to go. I need that king to be gone. He is killing me. Killing me softly with his garbage. So, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? This should be done soon. We'll invite some people over. Is there any more way to get any more military factories? More military factories is what I need. What can we get here? Flexible foreign policy? Don't know. I don't know how much I would like to be. Yeah, I would definitely like all the parties to end, that's for sure. Alright, the Rhineland has been remilitarized. Well, that is pretty much on track, right? So, I had the choice of either 2 civilian factories or the foreign group here, which it doesn't tell you anything about. I think I'm going to invite some foreigners. Let's invite some foreigners, and then what are we looking at here? I really want more research is what I want. So we'll probably look at the steel into some oil into some research, I think. So let's get ourselves a motor company. Apparently we're going to invite them on over to party on our shores and show us a thing or two about building cars, the old Romanian car industry. In fact, they have a car industry, don't they? Cars aren't my forte, so I have no idea if they do build cars. Pretty sure they've got some weirdo brand, right? Romanian cars, I can imagine that. Be like a really crappy car. Sorry, Romania, I didn't mean that. Rest of the world, well, Spain is having its old hard time here. Japan is probably gearing up a little here. Ooh, and finally we can modify our government. I definitely want to start doing some free trade here. It's going to kill the amount of steel we make, but I just want to be able to output. I just want construction speed and research speed, mostly. Oh, no, that's not what we want. We actually want limited conscription, don't we? Because that will just about give us enough manpower, I think. We're going to go up by 1. Is that enough? I hope so. I hope so. Alright, I think we'll do it. We will go up by 1. And yes, that will give us enough. So that means that now we can start pushing out the armies, which means we can now start doing these other tech trees once we get to 40,000 on the ground. Where are you? I would love to pop at Bulgaria and get some ground infantry going. So that means we're going to want to probably get 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get... we're just going to get all of these, right? Look at that. That is some horrendous army growth going on there. I don't know. Apparently 18's as good as it gets. But that should give us all of our troops on the ground when we can. It'll be interesting to have that many units, but we are going to be severely lacking in. Yeah, we're about... Oh, please, not another lavish party. Sir, you're killing me. Killing me. I don't know if it's worth 90 political power to gain 3%. I wish this guy would stop stuffing his face. Please stop stuffing your face. You're killing me terribly. We're going to swap around this to make sure that this is the low end of things. And with that, I think we're going to take a pause. We are in December 1936. Things are picking up for Romania. Hopefully we can start getting some work done in our neighborhood. Tune in next time for more adventures of the Kingdom of Romania. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.